Brutal, absolutely brutal. Good evening and welcome to the Sportsway here on talkSPORT. I'm Jason Cundy alongside me, former Newcastle player, by the way, Darren Ambrose. Darren.
You are brutal.
What do you mean?
You are brutal.
In what way?
The group of death. They're in the group of death.
Oh, here we go.
They gave everyone hope.
Here we go.
They gave everyone hope.
What do you mean everyone hope?
The Geordies were magnificent today.
4 points in the first 2 games and you're going to win it.
That's what I mean. They gave everyone hope. 4 points for battered PSG. Everyone. When the draw was made, I was in the office. The draw was made. And everyone said, bottom of that group, they'll finish. I think they've done themselves proud. I do. With the injuries that they've got.
Oh, here we go. Injuries.
Can
we do injury ticker tonight? Every time someone says the word injuries, can we get a little come up with a different noise, Jack, right? So the injury noise. We'll have that, right?
Come on, Jace. With the injuries.
Where's the new noise? Give me the injury noise.
Come on, injuries.
What is it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, but, yeah.
Jack, work on it, Jack. I've only just thrown it.
Let me...
Jack, I'll let you come up with the noise.
You lot are brutal. Done themselves proud today. Most of these players
I'm sorry,
are dead
tonight,
on their feet tonight.
No, I'm sorry. Tonight is a bad day.
It's a bad day tonight.
Do you know what? They got the result that was required, okay, over in
Dortmund,
Germany.
Yep.
They were leading. They were going to go through.
Yep.
All right, don't go out of Europe. Don't go. Just stay in Europe.
Yep.
I wonder whether tonight's result and performance and the campaign after first 2 games, 4 points, where the owners just look at Eddie Howe and go, okay.
No, you cannot say that.
No.
Come on,
In Europe.
No.
In Europe.
No.
Because to finish bottom after picking up 4 points the first 2 games, and to finish bottom, I'm sorry, that is not good enough.
It's not, but
that's not good enough, Darren.
Newcastle are way ahead of schedule.
Fine.
No one thought they would get in the top 4 last season.
Fine.
Nobody.
Fine.
They got there
Fine.
on merit.
Fine.
Brilliant.
Fine.
Love it.
But are you saying the last 4 games were good? 1 point in 4 games?
No, but there's reasons behind it.
What's that?
They've got a massively depleted squad.
Here we go. Where's the noise?
I didn't say the word.
Come on, here we go.
See, I'm choosing more words, see? They've got a massively depleted squad. You could name 5, 6 players that get in that team. No, I'm not saying the team were bad that played, but they've played the last 4, 5, 6, 7 games. They're dead on their feet.
I'm sorry, losing at home and away to Dortmund, okay? Your home games, after you beat PSG, the home games lost to Dortmund, lost to AC Milan.
Yep.
You were ahead tonight. That's a bad result.
It's a bad result tonight. It is a bad result. If we had I say we because I'm connected with Newcastle.
We were full of praise when Newcastle when they went away to AC Milan and got a point. They rode their luck a little bit. They got a point. Full of praise the night that PSG rocked up and they got turned over. I'm sorry, you've got to give it an equal measure.
Bad result.
Tonight is it's a disaster.
Tonight the other game happened and Dortmund done what Newcastle wanted them to do, and Newcastle couldn't get it over the line. And I'm gutted for them. I'm gutted for the support. Look what callers we've got coming in here.
Let's go to the lines. 03717223344. Adam's a Newcastle fan. Adam, good evening. We at the game?
I was, Cundy. Hi, how are we doing?
How are we doing, Adam?
I'm all right, mate. That's a bad result. It's a bit of a disaster tonight.
You know what I'm going to say, Cundy? We had a depleted squad. I thought...
Don't say it, Ad.
No, do you know what? The lads put on a performance tonight. You know what? I am proud of them. We're going to bounce back, and I just thought, they give it the roll. Do you know what it was? They were a bit flat after that first goal, and to be honest with you, it looked as if they were fatigued. I'm not going to lie to you.
Where do you think it went wrong then? Do you think it is... look, we're going to get silly noises played. Do you think it is the depleted squad?
Talk about this.
But I'm not saying about in terms of the injuries, but the injuries create the tiredness in the first team today, the fatigue, because they can't change the players. Look at the subs we've got today. Look at the subs Newcastle got. 7 subs. 2 of those are goalies. The only one that could change that was Isak, and he came on, and he did change the game, actually, in Newcastle's favour. I was gutted for him tonight. That's where it went wrong. Depleted squad, injuries.
I'd be inclined to agree with you. The other thing I would say is that we start with this high tempo every game, right, and we get the crowd going. But I tell you what, after that first goal goes in from the away team, we'll let our heads down, and it happens time and time again. If we can keep an atmosphere in that ground, I tell you what, it's a fortress, and we're away from is probably relegation worthy as it is, but. You know what? We need to get results at home, and it's been a tough one, to be honest. I am proud of the team, like I said.
You picked up 1 point in 4 games. 1 point in 4. I mean, the first 2 games, I have to say, the PSG, and we were on there that night, full of praise. If you're going to be fair, tonight, I'm sorry, you cannot lose at home to AC Milan. I personally think you are the best side in that group. And I think if you put Newcastle...
Did you say that when the group was...
I said it. I'm only repeating what I said. I felt Newcastle would get out of the group. If you put Newcastle in the French league, I believe they win it. You put Newcastle in Serie A, I believe they win it. If you put Newcastle in the Bundesliga, I think they at least go toe-to-toe with Dortmund. So
Cundy, could you not say that they're all seasoned in Europe as well, though? Like, come on, we've had a hard time as it is, and then we're coming to this season. Obviously, we've played with hearts out. Look, you've got to give it to the lads, and it's a learning curve. It is.
It is. No, that's thanks for the call.
Newcastle's full squad gets out of this group. Their full squad gets out of the group. Yeah, they haven't got the full squad.
Again, where's the noise?
They haven't got it, though.
Name me a club in this country that has.
Not in this country. I can name you has Milan, PSG and Dortmund. They have.
But you can talk about it in the Premier League, mate. Everyone's got injuries. Name a team that hasn't got an injury.
They've got the most in the Premier League.
Well, what about Chelsea? I mean, I never mention injuries. You know why? Because I don't want to hear that noise.
Chelsea ain't in Europe, so it's irrelevant.
No, but in the Premier League, right? Everyone's got injuries.
Arsenal's got a full squad. Spurs, a couple of
Timber.
injuries. Spurs actually... Spurs have got an injury crisis, but they're nowhere near an amount as Newcastle.
Stop moaning. 03717223344. Dave's a Newcastle fan. Dave, good evening.
Hey, Dave.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, got you, mate.
Right, Dave, loud and clear.
Perfect. All right, Cundy, you want to talk about disaster? Try spending £1 billion to finish in the bottom half of the table.
We've won this
there's no noises for that, is there? No noises for that, Jack.
mate.
Come on.
Dave, come back when you won the Champions League.
Every time £1 billion says...
Twice.
Play that noise.
Dave, I wonder, here's a question for you. I wonder whether the owners privately will look at your campaign in Europe after the first 2 games and look at Eddie Howe and go, OK, we'll see how we develop next season.
That's ridiculous.
I'm just
Come on,
wondering.
Dave. Come on, Dave. Tell him.
That's a poor result.
How ahead of schedule are we, Dave, in Newcastle?
First of all, I do want to say I want to give a bit of praise for the referee because I think he had a good game tonight. That aside, look, Eddie Howe's got a lot of credit in the bank, I think.
What are you talking about the referee for? What's that?
Why?
What are you talking about the referee?
I just said I wanted to give him some bit of praise. I think he did a good job, that's all.
Nice,
Why are you
Dave.
putting me up for it?
Nice. No, I'm not. That's Jace. A bit bitter tonight.
Well, clearly. Anyway, I've probably looked at too many Chelsea games. Anyway, no, Eddie Howe's got a lot of credit in the bank as far as I'm concerned. Look, I think, maybe it was too much too soon for us. Me personally, I've been given some great memories. I've seen some great goals, some great games.
Glorious failure.
Not exactly, no.
Well, it is. That's exactly what you've just described, Dave. You've just described glorious failure.
No, not really.
It's a small club mentality. God, thanks for the memories. We saw PSG beat PSG, travel around Europe. If you're going to mix with the big boys, you're going to have to start behaving and acting like one.
Well, we will eventually, I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's why I said. I just wonder whether the owners...
Too much too soon.
I just wonder if the owners...
They're going to... No, don't be silly.
Not now. But I'm just saying, you'll look back over Eddie Howe's competitions in Europe. He's won 2 out of 6.
Well, he
won 1 out of 6.
Would you have him at Chelsea?
Eddie Howe?
Yeah.
No.
Of course you would.
No.
Of course you would.
Well, he wouldn't take on Chelsea right now.
You'd have him over Poch.
Okay, listen, right? You can have this conversation another time, but right now Eddie Howe is in charge of Newcastle. The owners want to win this. Amanda Staveley came out and said, we will win the Champions League. That is a disappointing result. I just wonder with the owners...
Not this year, she didn't. She didn't say we'll win it this year.
No, I didn't say that she said this year. What I'm saying is that performance in Europe this season has been a disaster.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.